Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the AI Shift. And this week, we're going to talk about from insight to execution, why most AI never gets implemented. So, welcome to the AI Shift. This is a weekly 15-minute strategy session designed for business owners who want clarity, not complexity. Whether you're stuck in tool overload, scattered workflows, or just unsure where to start, this is where strategy meets execution. It's designed to reset your week, sharpen your thinking, and turn AI from hype into help. Hi everyone, my name is Craig, and I'm very pleased to be with you today to present and share with you another edition of the AI Shift. And this week we're going to look at from insight to execution, why most AI never gets implemented. And we're going to talk about something I would suggest probably every business owner experiences but rarely admits. You understand what to do with AI. You know it's powerful. You know it can certainly improve your productivity, your efficiency, and a few other parts of your business you probably haven't thought about yet, but you just haven't implemented it. And that gap between knowing and doing is where most AI efforts stall. So the pain is, I know this, but I haven't done it. Happens to all of us, happens to all of us in all aspects of our life. We have a lot of dear ideas saved, things to do, things that we want to do, but nothing is installed. And with AI, it is nothing, it's not being used to really unleash the power of your business. And I'm not talking about just writing content and writing emails and developing images. And we're not talking about just with prompts and workflows and content ideas and automation setups. You've seen all these, you've read the posts, you've looked at what other people send out in their emails and articles, and that's made you think, gee, that's smart, I should do that. And then nothing changed. Or you started and it didn't stick. You didn't get it going in your business. So the myth is that we're going to bust today is if I understand it, I'll implement it. I think everyone understands that they need to do something about AI. I think everyone understands that it's a very powerful part of your business. I'm not going to say a tool because it's more of a tool. If you use it in a certain way, it is more than just a tool. A tool is like I get a hammer to hammer a nail in, then I don't do it. AI is more than a tool. It is a thinking partner. It is a strategic part of your business, and it will help you take your business to another level. So we all think here that if I understand it, I'll implement it, which is great. Sounds logical. Clarity should lead to action. But in reality, you understand it, but it will create intention, not execution. So most of the things you use AI for, I would suggest, are giving you a huge amount of ideas, how to refine your marketing, what content to write, what to do with emails, but very little of it has changed your behavior. And the reality is that insight feels productive. It feels like progress. And I know because this is what I've done and intended to with AI. But it doesn't change anything. If you don't use it, you lose it, so to speak. Uninstalled ideas don't compound. Just because they're in your head doesn't mean that they're being actioned. They'll just collect there, and you'll have them sitting at the back of your head. I know this because this is what we go through. I can do this, and then another thing comes up. I can do this, and then another thing comes up. Oh, I can do this. They just collect. They just collect there. They're sitting there in the back of your head. I know because that's how I'm thinking, how I'm doing it. You know exactly what to do with AI, but you still operate the same way. The shift is not going to come for you. The shift is nothing will change until a decision is installed. Not understood, not saved, installed. And we are talking about letting AI make the decisions for you that you currently make. That is what we are getting to, having AI make the decisions, use the criteria that you use to make your decisions, and let AI make them for you. That is when you'll see the leap. That is when you'll see the progress in how you use AI. You have rules, you have guardrails, you have criteria upon which you make your current decisions. I would suggest for most people they're in your head, and you need to document them so you can give them to AI. Take, for example, you may decide to use AI to write your content, to give you ideas for content. You give it a problem, this is a situation, what are 5 content titles, articles that we can write about this? AI will spit it out for you. You then make the decision. What you need to do is give AI the rules on how to select the most appropriate content, titles, or blog articles for you to write this week. It starts doing the thinking for you. It starts doing the decision making for you because you give it your guardrails. Once you start to map out your decision making, then you can start to use AI for your automations. You can then just start use AI to be more structured inside your business. So you are not downloaded or held back by having AI make decisions, by having you make decisions that AI can make for you. Just give AI the guardrails, give it the rules, give it the criteria that you make the decisions on. Start small and work your way up. You take the insight. You've got your rules. This is how we do it. The system is this is when it happens. This now runs without thinking, becomes the habit. It becomes how AI is used and utilized within your business. Most people stop at insight. Great, I can use AI to write my contents. I can use AI to respond to emails. You sit there and use it, as people say, as a chat GPT, and AI responds. Take yourself out of the system. Take you as the bottleneck away. Send it to AI, have it draft the response, send it back, blah. Have AI review your blog titles and suggest the most appropriate 3 for the coming week based upon criteria you decide. Now, if you're doing it by gut or by instinct, you have still got some things that your brain works its way through. Execution will live here when you start making it a habit that this now runs without you thinking, because AI does the thinking. Let's give an example of this. This is what you can do every Monday, or you set it up when it's right in your business. AI reviews your customer questions, your recent conversations, your top performing content, because you've captured that. You got your feedback, you got your Excel spreadsheets, your Google Sheets, your whatever you're collecting all this information on. You've got your Google Analytics, what content is appropriate, whatever. It filters them using one rule. Now, you might want to expand this rule with your business, but prioritize topics with clear buyer intent. Now, you might want to talk about your ideal customer profile. You might want to talk about the problems. You might want to talk about what you mean by buyer intent and give AI some ground rules in terms of what your business is about, who your main customers are, who your secondary customers are, who are your main products or something, so that it has, the more it understands, the better its decision will be, as it is with you. The more you understand about something, the more you understand the constraints. And that's what we talk about when we talk about giving AI the constraints. The constraints are not to hold it back. It's to refine its thinking. It's for its thinking to be more strategic for you. So give it the guardrails, the constraints. Then it selects the top 3 ideas. It doesn't suggest them. It selects top 3 ideas for you and prepares them for publishing. If you've got the selection, And then you have the actual process of writing the content. If you've got your writing your content systemized with AI as well, and I'm not just saying give it a prompt, please write a content article for 1,500 words based around this topic. There's more of a process involved with that. It will do this. AI will do this. And it can do this because the decision has already made, because you have defined how decisions get made. And you let AI make the decisions based upon how you make the decisions. Start to do that in your business, and you will see the true impact that AI can have for you in efficiency, productivity, and with you in not having to spend the time thinking and working the way through from this, removing yourself from the bottleneck. And how do I know that? Because that is what we have worked through with our process here. So I'm not telling you something that is purely theory or made up. It is the process we have worked through in using AI within our business to document our criteria and how we make decisions, and give that criteria to AI to allow AI to make the decisions. So pick one decision, one thing that you want to use AI in your business for, turn it into a rule, make the decisions, decide when it happens. AI shouldn't just support your decisions, it should execute them. That's your shift. That's your shift this week. That's what you need to do. I'm not going to talk any more about it, because you don't scale by making better decisions every day. You scale by deciding once and letting AI apply that decision repeatedly. That's your message. That's what you need to look at. Take some time, document one thing you do, the decision steps you make, the criteria you make to make a decision, and then get AI to make that decision for you. Run it for 2 or 3 weeks manually. Have AI do it. Then once you're satisfied with the decisions that AI is making based upon the criteria you give, automate it. Automate it. Let it flow. Then move to something else. Then move to something else. 2 or 3 weeks, by the end of June, you will have made a significant change in how your business runs, how you run, and what you achieve with your business. That's it. I want to thank you for today. Well, you don't need more AI. You just need to get AI to make the decisions based upon how you make them. And that is how a business will move from understanding AI to actually growing with AI. But that's us for this week. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your attendance. Please take some time this week to think about that, and then to map the process and start working through it. Leave us some comments below as a message so that we can improve what we present, some topics you may want us to cover, or some feedback on what we do. We'd greatly appreciate it, because that helps us improve. But thank you very much for your time today, and enjoy the rest of the day, enjoy the rest of the week, and I look forward to catching up with you next week. Until then,